Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Lakers are making a good start to the season, remembering that Anthony Davis is playing at a high level and LeBron James, even at 40 years old, is being a dominant player. To help this duo, more players will be needed, especially if they are young with potential, to prepare for the future of the group. Laker wants to win now, but he also thinks about the future. Fans want a squad capable of competing in the championship, which has capable reserves and can maintain or change the game situation for the better. Having a quality rotation is one of the biggest assets to winning a championship. Trading suggestion: Lakers making a successful trade with the Indiana Pacers. The Los Angeles Lakers have played well to open the season, sitting at 3-0. Their early success could be what the Lakers front office needs to make a trade, as they look good enough to compete for a championship. Colin Keane of the Sporting News proposed an interesting trade recently. His pitch would move a combination of Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood, and Jared Vanderbilt to the Indiana Pacers for Bennedict Mathurin. Keane added that the Lakers could add draft capital to entice the Pacers. The Pacers have to love that Mathurin is back healthy. However, their success last year without Mathurin makes Indiana more willing than expected to trade him for a valuable return if the right offer comes along, Keane wrote on October 26. The Los Angeles Lakers would certainly be interested in Mathurin given their desire to add another guard or wing scorer. Indiana might be interested in a package from the Lakers that provides them with some much-needed frontline depth. Some combination of Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood, and Jared Vanderbilt would suffice, and if Los Angeles was willing to sweeten the deal with draft capital, the Pacers would definitely consider. Mathurin would be a plug-and-play guy for the Lakers who could come off the bench and offer instant offense. He's in the penultimate year of his 4-year, $30 million rookie contract. Mathurin has proven to be a potential high-level player for the Indiana Pacers one day. As a rookie 2 seasons ago, he averaged 16.7 points per game and followed that up by averaging 14.5 points while shooting 37.4% from three-point range on 3.6 attempts per game in his sophomore campaign. While the idea of trading for Mathurin is intriguing, the Pacers might not be willing to move him to the Los Angeles Lakers or any other team. The Lakers have also been interested in a center, so moving any frontcourt players for a 6'6" guard wouldn't help. Jovan Buha of The Athletic had the latest on the Lakers' interest in Walker Kessler, who would give them good minutes as a starting center next to Anthony Davis. I think Walker Kessler is a name that the Lakers have been interested in that I think would make a lot of sense and would allow you to either start a two-big look. Or, probably more realistically, bring him off the bench and then play 2 big shifts, Buha said on October 25. Other Lakers trade ideas. If the Los Angeles Lakers make a trade in the coming weeks, the front office will have to make some tough decisions. According to Buha, if they were to make a trade, he expects that the plan is to move D'Angelo Russell. I think it's too early I don't want to overreact to this game in any direction, Buha said on October 23. I think if anything, this game was just a confirmation of a lot of what we already knew and saw. So, I would assume that the plan is still to at least explore the D'Lo situation down the road. But I don't know if his game necessarily swayed it really in either direction. I think it's always kind of been if they're gonna make a trade, he's the one guy. If the Lakers were to make Russell, they could be interested in Mathurin. While he isn't a point guard, the 22-year-old could fill in at the 2 and give them extra guard depth. J.J. Redick would love for LeBron James to play all 82 games. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James had a relatively quiet start to the 2024-25 season as he looked to play second fiddle to Anthony Davis on the offense end. However, James quickly reminded the Lakers and the rest of the league that he still has the ability to take over games after his monstrous performance in the team's most recent win against the Sacramento Kings. James caught fire from the field at the start of the fourth quarter, turning a deficit into a Los Angeles lead that they never relinquished. Head coach JJ Redick, like the rest of the audience, was stunned seeing James go to work and even as far as to call the performance insane. Redick has been impressive through 3 games, going undefeated thanks to the system in place on both ends of the floor. James seems bought into what the Lakers are doing as he came out and said he plans to play all 82 games of the regular season if he is healthy. When asked about James' claim, Redick was happy to hear it. "Sounds great to me," Redick said before the win over the Kings. "It's great." Redick expanded on James' desire to play every regular season game and acknowledged he would love it if his superstar was able to suit up for all of them. "I didn't see the quote. I just think most players go into a season, most players, not every player, obviously every player is different and their medical history is different and all of that stuff, but most players go into a season wanting to play 82 games. So if that's what he wants to do, great. Love it. I would love to have him for 82. We'll manage the minutes accordingly." Los Angeles has historically been careful when it comes to James' workload and minutes due to the wear and tear on his body. However, he's earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to playing because he takes such good care of his physical and mental health both in the offseason and during the playing calendar. Currently, the Lakers have come out of the gate strong and look to be better than analysts initially expected, and James' availability will go a long way in establishing the purple and gold as a legitimate title threat. LeBron James had little bit of everything going in fourth quarter against Kings. LeBron James turned back the clock against the Kings, pulling up for jumpers and getting into the lane whenever he wanted. Afterwards, James chalked up the huge scoring performance to having a little bit of everything going for him. Brian Windhorst says Anthony Davis is in better physical condition than he was earlier in his career. During his time with the Los Angeles Lakers, injuries have been a persistent concern for Anthony Davis. After all, he suited in over 70 games in just one of his first 5 seasons playing for the storied franchise, and that came when he played 76 contests in the 2023-24 season. But recent words from ESPN's Brian Windhorst should have Lakers fans optimistic about the notion that Davis will once again play in the overwhelming majority of Los Angeles's 82 games in the 2024-25 campaign. According to Windhorst, Davis is in better physical condition right now than he was during the earlier stages of his NBA career. Part of this story is that Anthony Davis is in better physical condition, Windhorst said of Los Angeles's impressive start to the campaign. He is just in better physical condition than he was earlier in his career. He's going through a run of health, so knock on wood and hope that continues. But this is one of the things, it helped him throughout last season, and then when he got to Team USA this last summer, he was in, of the big men especially, he was in clearly the best condition out of any of the bigs who were in camp. Davis is putting up monster numbers through the Lakers' first 3 games this season. He is averaging a league-high 34.0 points on 57.1% shooting from the floor and 40% from deep, along with 11.0 rebounds, 1.7 steals, and 2.3 blocks per game. Maybe his best showing so far came in Los Angeles' season opener against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves on October 22. Davis totaled 36 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists and 3 blocks in the team's 7-point victory. With Davis looking like the Lakers' best player since the start of the campaign, the Lakers have yet to lose a game this season. Los Angeles owns the top record in the Western Conference at 3-0, and all 3 of its wins have come against formidable opponents in the Sacramento Kings, Phoenix Suns and Timberwolves. Davis and the Lakers will play the Suns for the second time this season already on Monday night, though this matchup will take place at Footprint Center, Phoenix's home arena. The big man will try to replicate his play against the Suns in the first showdown between the two teams on October 25, when he scored 35 points while converting 11 of his 18 shots from the floor. If the Lakers can pick up another win over the Suns, Los Angeles will improve to an impressive 4-0 on the season. Plus, If it weren't for Davis's play on both ends of the floor, perhaps the Lakers wouldn't be in a position to win their fourth game in a row.